fired up for tonight's action. And as they came into the building, the players were plenty fired up themselves. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to check out some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for New Orleans, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. And it's Hawkins in at the 1. When you talk about rebounding the basketball, Greg, both of these teams demonstrate an edge in this department.
Yeah, both teams pound the boards. It's clear these coaching staffs push for their guys to attack the glass. So this one's going to be physical.
Now here's Ingram. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Valanciunas.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And it's Towns penetrating. Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the 3.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
And he makes the first. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
He's off on the second.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size and his position.
Second team foul.
On defense, Minnesota. Ingram passes to Hawkins. No good from outside. Over in the corner, Conley. Good on the three-point shot.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Williamson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Valanciunas. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Conley against Hawkins. Conley the pass to Towns. Conley kicks to Towns. 5 on the clock. The pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Jones. For the finish, and then Jones with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now here's Gobert, Conley, and Valanciunas pulls it down.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Ingram finds Valanciunas out left to the wing. Here's Williamson, 6 to shoot. Back to Jones. For 3, Ingram off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, you look at the form on Ingram's catch-and-shoot jumpers, it's textbook. He's got excellent posture. His hands are in a good position, and most importantly, he's ready to shoot it when he catches it.
Edwards, that's good.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Jones. To the middle, Valanciunas draws the double. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And really, this is the next step for Williamson. If he can add a reliable three-point shot, oh, man.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. Well, how long does all of your off-season rest usually last you at the start of the regular season? Like when do you start to really feel the games again?
You know, the fatigue comes at you fast, Kevin. So that rested feeling only lasts about a couple weeks. Nothing wears you out like playing NBA ball.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. He's averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now here's Ingram. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Alexander Walker. They trail by 6. Milton against Lewis. Milton the pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. That one goes in. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Milton against Lewis. Zeller, a screen on Milton. And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Lewis.
Bang, bang play right there, and Zeller, as always, showing good agility on that move.
Here's Milton. There's the drive. That one's in, his first shot this game. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Lewis. Passes it to Williamson. Over Anderson. And that one's good, Williamson. Williamson's got 5 points so far. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 6. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
The Timberwolves, 13.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Daniels out there with Lewis. Then it's Cody Zeller. Then there's Williamson. And it's Ryan in at the 3. So that's the group out there for... that was terrific!
My goodness! Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pelicans leading by 4. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big 3, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the game during that 22-23 campaign.
Timberwolves trail by 6. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pelicans have a lot of weapons offensively, but there seem to be enough touches to go around. Coach Willie Green said there's a trust factor. All those guys, they go out and trust each other. It might be one guy's night in this game, and it might be someone else in the next game. They always just want to make the right play. Kevin?
Yep, thanks, D.A. Good stuff. Pass to Ryan. And the 3 off target.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Fires the 3. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Reed.
You know, the defense locks so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
Who is outside? Loads it up for Williamson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Brown the pass to Anderson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Anderson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Zeller. Here's Daniels. Here's Ryan. Drills the 3-pointer. Ryan's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Edwards, that's good.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
Milton kicks to Reed. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Minnesota. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, 3.5 back.
And I think for Minnesota, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Since being traded in 2019, Brandon Ingram has really increased his three-point attempt. His percentages have gone up, too.
Back to Conley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
That one is off.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for more. He hits the second from the line. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Here's Valanciunas. That one, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Anderson dishes to Conley. Towns kicks to Anderson. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Liddell's checked in. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. The high post shot, and the jumper falls for him. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Making it look so easy right now. Once Ingram catches fire like this, he finds ways to stay hot.
Conley with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Here's Liddell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Shooting two.
No good on that one. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
Good on the second free throw. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it goes down 2 points.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
And here is Ingram. 12 points for him. With 1 on the clock, and the shot goes in. Ingram's got 14.
So easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. I mean, his size, long arms, shooting, ball handling. The defense is in trouble when he's pick and rolling.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pelicans on top. They lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
Taking a look at the Pelicans, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early going. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And now let's talk about those Pelicans. This game has been extremely competitive.
Sometimes we overlook it, but the defense has been stingy tonight, like a bee, just stinging you. Man, it's not complicated. It's all about communication and effort, and then stingy becomes stingy.
That certainly brought the energy, at least for one half. Don't talk about bees, I'm allergic.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks. Gobert against Valanciunas. The pass to Edwards. And another three for Minnesota. The league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
6 on the shot clock. Ingram passes to Jones. Good on the shot. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Conley against Hawkins. Gobert with a screen on Hawkins. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
New Orleans gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Screened by Valanciunas. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Edwards. For the lead. And the layup is up and in. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Back to Ingram. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
Well, you combine his athleticism with his length and his skill set. The versatility of Ingram is hard to guard against.
The Pelicans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
The first free throw is good.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Dyson Daniels checked in for Herbert Jones. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. Both free throws, good for Ingram.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Edwards looking it over. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Williamson. And he comes up with the deuce. Williamson's got 10 points.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
3 points.
Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram outside. Over Anderson. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defenders.
Outside Edwards. Ingram with the steal. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes it to Valanciunas. Over Gobert. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. It's Ingram on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. Lewis is out there with Daniels. And it's Zeller in the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Reed. Now Edwards over Daniels. And right on target. Good. Edwards got 26 points.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Williamson is screen on Edwards. Daniels passes to Williamson. To the inside. Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Reed. Here's the screen. Edwards passes to Reed. Brown wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Minnesota.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. So for the Pelicans, Valanciunas is checked in for Zeller. Herbert Jones comes in for Dyson Daniels, and Hawkins subbed in for Lewis. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. McDaniels, he's checked in for Troy Brown. And it's Conley in for Shake Milton. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's Williamson, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Makes it off the glass. Conley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Takes a shot at the elbow, gets the bucket, and the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And, you know, after playing a year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his team. I mean, a dominating performer who comes up big in an effortless way in these moments.
At the line for Portland, Brandon Ingram. One shot.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
For Minnesota, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Jones against Edwards. 14 feet away, and again it's Minnesota.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Ingram outside. With the shot. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. .112 left here in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Hawkins shot good.
And, you know, Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He also passes the ball pretty well.
Edwards against Jones. Outside Edwards. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Valanciunas with a screen on Conley. And there's the pass to Ingram. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 1. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Here is Edwards. Over Jones. It's in!
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Timeout.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's good! They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 1. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Edwards against Jones. Edwards passes to Gobert.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
We have seen Ingram take on a bigger role, wanting to get to the line when it matters.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Edwards finds Towns. Can't get the three to fall. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The big man, Valanciunas, can he get the job done at the line in a big spot?
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set a screen. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Brandon Ingram.